What's up, guys? Welcome to Slop Slocks Thunderdome edition, the greatest sports betting show in the history of sports betting shows. Everybody knows that. If you're not subscribed to this channel, you're going to want to do that right now because you're going to never want to miss one of these shows again. While you're doing all that, I'm going to introduce today's competitors. The first one needs no introduction. She's all over Twitter. You probably follow her from BetQL, the great Lucy Burdge. What's up, Lucy?
What's up, you guys? I woke up this morning just so ready for this. I had my picks ready to go. You're not going to believe my picks. They're so incredible. And I am so ready for this to sweep again. I'm due for a sweep, I think.
Nice. Lucy, I need you to settle a bet between me and Nigel. We were watching Twitter as we do every day, all the time, always. And you're now doing movie reviews.
Yes.
And were you naked in the last one?
No, I was not naked. Okay, no, I was wearing a tank top.
Naked movie reviews?
Yes. Well, you know what? For the purposes of watch the videos, maybe I was. So if you, you never know if if they're naked movie reviews or if they're not. So I would say keep watching. So maybe I was. But yeah, they're ASMR movie reviews because I did one and then somebody said, could you keep doing them like that? And I was like, sure, I got to give the people what they want. So ASMR movie reviews are what the people want. So I will be continuing to do those naked or not.
What does that stand for?
Audio sensory something.
Okay.
My review.
I was gonna Google that, but audio sensory, I'm good now. I don't need
it's like it's audio stimul something. But the MR for me in my reviews. Okay. Always see my reviews.
Okay. No, that's good too. Cause I was like, does ASMR mean like naked? Somehow? And I was like, I don't know how that would work, but I was like, all right.
Push them together. People do think that it's like a porn type of thing, but it's not. There are many people
you know what, dude? That does sound like a new category of porn.
It probably is, honestly. Like you could do it naked, but many people do it fully clothed, and that's how I go to sleep sometimes. There's this one girl who does your makeup, and it is it's perfect for going to sleep. So I recommend it.
Nice. Speaking of
fully clothed,
good for sleeping, we have our next guest. A huge Phillies fan. Last night, if you remember last week, he was actually at the Phillies games in Arizona. At Deadprespicks on Twitter. Are you still with Odds Checker?
Yep. Unless they fire me, I am.
Nice. That's awesome. Matt, what's up, dude?
What's up, guys? How we doing?
I'm living the dream, man. I wanted to ask you, how'd the Phillies series go?
See, I didn't want you to ask me that. That was my risk of accepting the offer to come back today. It didn't go well. I would say that. I mean, when I was in Arizona, it went even worse. Game 4, me and the boys got a little mouthy. We were up 5-2, so we were feeling good. 2 innings later, we blow the lead, and we're just getting beer poured on us for the whole inning. It was brutal. Yeah, it was really sad. I'll tell you guys, I've had some bad feelings in life. There's really no worse feeling than when you bet like $500 on the game of your team loses and these guys behind you are throwing orange slices and pouring beer on you. You just feel like such a loser. Like
I can't see how you would feel like a winner.
Yeah, you just kind of accept defeat. So other than that, it was great. Scottsdale's cool. I don't know if you guys have been out there.
No.
Fun place. Yeah, say Lucy's been there. Johnny should get there. You would love it.
I heard they golf there a lot.
I did golf. Not Nigel. That's not very nice. See,
so speaking of betting $500 on your team and watching them lose, walk me through your Super Bowl bet last year. Do you remember that day?
That day might have been worse.
You're a big Eagles fan, right? How much did you have on that?
Yeah, it was 5,000. But that was to complete this. I was so close. I would have been the king. Everything was hell. And I've told you this story before. Like I was watching at my in-laws' house, and they don't love sport. You know what I mean? Like they're just
they're just kind of there.
Yeah, and I'm just dying, and everyone's just like, oh, going to bed, and my fiance is yelling at me to stop yelling, that I'm embarrassing, and I'm just like, I just lost $5,000. The Eagles just lost a suit. This is the bottom. This is as bad as life gets. It was really depressing. Thank you for reminding me, Nigel. I don't know which was worse. They were both really depressing.
Well, no, I'm saying this is an uplifting show, a motivational show for everybody, even us. And I feel like you've taken a giant step forward because this time you only lost $500.
Right.
True. Thank you.
And watching your teams lose. So
5,000. But I think
you're on the right track.
But when you get beer poured on you and orange slices, it makes it worse.
That sucks.
It does.
Yeah.
Where did they get orange slices?
That's what I was trying to figure out. And they were so accurate with it too. Like they were.
That's incredible. I've been fixated on that. Like trying to figure out how do you sneak them in? Are they allowed in? Like just the slices? Did they bring the full oranges? Eat the oranges during the game? So they have the slices.
Did they have it prepared that when they got the lead, they were going to throw oranges at Phillies fans? I don't know.
They don't sell oranges there. I would assume in a ballpark. That's crazy.
Yeah, and they're just like.
Oh wait, Nigel. Good point. The blue moons. Do they come with an orange slice on the blue moon?
Do they come?
But how many blue moons do they have? They only give you one orange.
That's what I'm saying.
What if they ask for extra? Can you ask for extra?
On the side. Ooh. Probably like another $1, right? For like orange slices on the side. I would do it.
Yeah. I'd pay $1 for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So enough about oranges and loser teams like the Phillies and naked movie reviews. The people came here for bets, and we're about to give them bets. If you've never seen this show before, you're in for a treat because each one of us is going to give you 3 bets. Whoever ends up with the most units at the end wins. I can't wait to do it. It looks like Nigel has picked for the order Slop, Matt, Lucy. Okay, snake draft. I'm sure you've all done a snake draft before. We do it every single week. I'm going to go first. Matt's going to go. Then Lucy's going to go twice. And it's going to come back to me. That's just how snake drafts work, guys. My first pick, Jalen Duran. I think that's how you say his name. Duran, whatever. He's a baller for the Detroit Pistons. Double-double, plus 110 at FanDuel right now. FanDuel's the only book on this planet that has plus money for this right now. Everybody else is in the minuses, so you're going to want to act now. This kid is going to be a double-double machine. I think he's like 12, and he's already like 6'10", and just dominating rebounds, and he's a big-time dunker. They've got the Hornets tonight. They've got Mark Williams, also a nice, young, promising center, but here's the thing. Durant's going to have to play 30 minutes. The last time he did that, it was last game. I think he went 17-13 that game. It looks like it's going to be more the same tonight. Mark Williams just gave up a double-double to Clint Capella. Clint Capella paid like 26 minutes in that game. There is no chance Jalen Duran leaves this game tonight without having at least 10 points and 10 rebounds. I'm already up 1-0. Matt, how do you feel about that, bro?
Well, I want to throw a challenge flag real quick because I was under the impression this is a strictly NFL show. So, and I get it, Thunderdome, no rules. That's fair.
Time out. So
you get two.
No rules in the Thunderdome, but also a rule was broken. Is that what you're saying?
Challenge flag is possible with no rules.
Well, you would challenge
no rules though.
Yeah, I don't know. If it's a good challenge. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out. It's confusing. Maybe is the right word. I don't.
It is very confusing because if you look at the thumbnail for this thing, it is NFL graphics. Because Nigel literally texted me this morning and said, "Hey, it's going to be NFL today, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "All right." So he built all the graphics, and then I got to the show and realized I was like, "Oh, I got 3 NBA tonight. I hope these 2 have NFL." The way I see it is, if we have more NFL picks than NBA, we're good. So we'll go and we'll see at the end if the challenge holds up. You're up, Matt. Stop stalling.
Okay. All right. Bryce Young, Panthers, Moneyline, plus 150.
NFL?
Yeah, NFL. This is an NFL team. They played the Texans. Kind of a fun game because it's the number 1 pick versus the number 2 pick. Bryce Young went first, Stroud second. So far, guys, after 6 weeks, 7 weeks, whatever the NFL season's been, a lot of people saying Stroud should have went 1. They're probably right.
They're right.
Yeah, I think they're right. But Bryce Young, maybe this is the spot the Panthers do it. Playing with the chip on his shoulder. He's a real little guy. Little guys, they always want, to prove someone wrong, kind of rise to the top. This is his spot. This is all Bryce Young. The Panthers could not be more due. Texans are 3-3, which is kind of crazy. Like they win that game. I love when teams are like in the hunt in the playoffs. Like they're going to be like one of those teams is all years is in that like in the hunt graphic. Like it'll be like they clearly won't make playoffs, but they'll be in the hunt all year. Fun team. They lose this week. Give me the Panthers. Bryce Young legacy game. He's going to play the best game of his NFL career. He's going to throw for like 350 yards. Give me 3 touchdowns. And the Panthers win the game. I'll give you guys a score too. 28-27. Panthers.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what's going to happen.
Wow.
All right. I like it. Here's the thing, though, to have his best game of his NFL career, I mean, I think it's like 247 is the most he's ever thrown for, so it's not going to be that hard.
Well, that's why I said it, because it's not.
I like it. No, and that's why I respect you, and you get it. You know exactly what you're doing. I would have done the same thing, so cap tip.
I appreciate it.
Lucy, you're up.
I am up. Bet on a short king. I like that. My first pick is also not an NFL pick. It is a college football pick. It's still football, but not NFL. I'm going with UConn plus 14 against Boston College. This is minus 105 at BetMGM. Boston College is decent. I have bet on them the past 2 weeks, and they have come through for me, but UConn has been covering spreads. They've covered 2 of their last 3. I think they can keep this one closer against BC than 2 touchdowns. I think BC could still win this, but I think UConn will make this a game. BC is averaging 29 points per game. UConn averaging 20. So I think keeping this within 2 touchdowns is very doable for the Huskies, who are coming off of a covered spread on the road. The Eagles failed to cover their last spread at home. So I think the UConn can come through here and cover this 14-point spread.
Wow. Yeah, see, I was wondering where you're going to go. So you just said college football. I was thinking, damn, she's on BC again?
No.
And then you said UConn. They're playing BC. Totally threw me for a loop. I don't know about you, Matt, but
that was the point.
Yeah.
You guys are both throwing me for a loop. I mean, college football, NBA, you guys kind of had me rattled.
I'm rattled.
Yeah.
I'm rattled.
That's the point.
Also, too, I don't know if you saw the chat, but Nigel's saying that if the Panthers actually do win 28-27, then Matt wins the Thunderdome automatically.
That's awesome.
I think that's fair.
That's what we're saying. Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough.
That's an amazing rule.
You know, some psychopath is going to bet the actual score in the parlay and win and probably retire.
Yes.
Yeah, I do want to. I want to see if that is the scoregami. If that does happen,
no, there's no
probably
way.
not.
Yeah. No,
but still,
we need like a 2 in there. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say no, but sometimes, there's no way.
No.
I got to listen to it.
Anyways, guys, we're getting off track here.
Yeah.
Lucy,
yes,
you're up again.
My second pick is on a team that I have avoided betting on and have bet against throughout the season, but now I am free to bet on them again because they won last week. I'm going with the Patriots plus 9.5 against the Dolphins, minus 110 at BetMGM. They just covered the spread when they shocked the world and beat the Bills. The Dolphins are coming off of failing to cover a spread against the Eagles, and the Patriots kept this close when they played each other in week 2. Dolphins won by only 7, and then that's when the Patriots were in their sucking era, and now they are in post-Belichick new contract announcement era. They're 1-0 since then, 1-0 also against the spread. So I think they can keep pace in this one and keep it close, and plus 9.5. I am very comfortable with that.
Lucy, you are insane, but I like it. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
Honestly, I think they have no chance, but I always think the Patriots are going to lose. So there is that. There is that. So
well, this is their new era.
Yep.
So we'll
see. You can't dispute facts. They are 1-0 since the contract.
Yeah.
I saw that somebody came out and said the last time they said something about Belichick's contract was right after Spygate.
It was. That is awesome. 2007.
Great timing.
Yep. Very smart. All right, Matt, you're up. Just in case you're keeping track at home, that's 2 NFL picks. Matt, you're up.
All right, I'll make it 3. Titans money line plus 125. Uniform bet because they're wearing the hottest uniforms of the weekend.
The Oilers?
Yeah, you probably saw them, right? That was probably like your days of watching football.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm a little younger, so these are new to me. Like, I haven't really seen them.
I know. Those are sweet, dude. Earl Campbell used to wear those.
Yeah. So, it's sometimes you, like the Eagles last weekend, you had to bet on them because they were in the Kelly Greens. Like, they probably would have lost if they wore the midnight green. It was the Kelly Green that pushed them over the top. Also, thank God Ryan Tannehill's not starting. Anyone who knows me knows that he's my least favorite quarterback in football. I say it every week, but every time you watch Red Zone, it's just Ryan Tannehill getting sacked. That's really the only Titans offensive highlight that you see. Maybe you see like Derrick Henry running in from the 1. That's about it. Will Levis is starting. It should be fun. Like this game's just chaos, screams chaos to me. Like a weird game where the Titans like win it 17-16, I think will probably be in that range of a final. And
who are they playing?
Well, they play the Falcons, who are not good.
Yeah.
Like the Falcons should never be favored. Desmond Ridder is not good.
No.
Arthur Smith.
What a shitty game.
Well, I think Arthur Smith, like, he just keeps drafting these really good players and then not using them. I think he just wants to use them all as decoys. Like, I think he has this thing in his head where he's like, if I don't use Bijan, Drake London, or Kyle Pitts, and I use, like, Algier, Jonnu Smith, and Matt Collins, they won't see it coming. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he tries to get that angle, and it doesn't really work. But, yeah, no, I'm not – why would – the Titans shouldn't be favorites against anyone. So give me the Titans at home, uniform bet. Will Levis wins his first game of his career. And Mike Vrabel has some like crazy numbers when he's a home dog. I don't know them exactly, but that's fun too. Like we've seen him win before. So yeah, give me the Titans money line.
I like it. Those are sweet uniforms. I didn't know they're gonna be wearing them this week.
Yeah, they're breaking them out this week. Yeah, they're pretty high. And the Seahawks are wearing their old throwback. Yeah.
Oh, I like those too. Those actually they should go back to those. Back in the day, they used to play at the Kingdome, and I don't know. Those uniforms are awesome. Lucy, were you alive for the Houston Oilers?
I don't believe I was. But you know what's really funny, Matt, is that was going to be my third pick, Titans money line, because Will Levis and I went to the same middle school. So I'm very excited to see him start. But no, I'm going to call an audible with my third one. That's totally fine. But yeah, I can appreciate that pick, Matt. I fully support it.
Then that makes me feel better. And the fact that you guys went to middle school, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, not at the same time. However, we have been in touch.
Okay. That's
awesome.
Now, just ask him to cover this week. Went outright.
I will. Oh, I will.
Yeah.
That was an error in the Thunderdome by you, Lucy, just so you know, because nobody was taking UConn and nobody was taking the Patriots. So I mean, I don't know why you would think that someone's going to take the Titans, but you know what I'm saying.
That's why I was stunned.
Yeah.
That is stunning. That's
smart minds, though.
That's what I say. I feel like we can't blame ourselves for that.
No.
That's a fact.
It's a solid pick.
All right, guys, I'm going to go twice. I'm going to go back to the NBA, and I'm going to go with the guy named Xavier Tillman. Plays for the Memphis Grizzlies. Think he's the center. Not quite sure. I'm going to take him over a half of a three-pointer. So basically, he just has to hit one three-pointer, and we win a plus 230 bet at Lucy's favorite book, BetMGM.
Yes.
Guys, I don't know if you guys know a lot about the NBA, being that this is an NFL show, but I'll tell you one thing. In the beginning of the season, books don't know the rotations. They don't know everybody's role. They don't know a lot, all right? This guy took 5 threes the other night. He took 5 of them. So he's out there shooting threes, and he wasn't just hucking up shots at the end of quarters either. I checked. He also started 0 for 4, so he didn't give up either. So he just kept shooting. We just need him to hit one tonight. Guys, there's no chance, like 0% chance that this guy does not hit one three-pointer, and we're getting plus 230 for it. What do you think about that, Lucy?
I think if you win this, let's say, hypothetically, with an NFL show, if you win it with NBA picks, I think that would be historic. So
yes,
I like that very much.
I think so too. I mean, you don't see a lot of guys coming into NFL shows with nothing but NBA picks. Right. You don't see that.
And then to win it with them, I think that would be legendary.
You know what else you don't see, Lucy? You don't see the books hang an over 5.5 assist line on a guy who had 17 potential assists the games before. But that's what the great people at BetMGM, shout out Lucy,
are the greatest.
Are doing with Dennis Schroeder of the Toronto Raptors. I think he's playing for them now. Look, this guy's played for everybody. He's a point guard, all right? That's what he is. He's stepping into the role vacated by Van Vliet. But here's the one thing about Schroeder. He's not a shooter like that. He's there just to dish the rock. He had 17 potential assists last game. 17. And that's why I was shocked when I saw that his assist number was 5.5, because you do the math. That's ridiculous. No chance that loses. That's minus 105 at BetMGM. I hate the minus sign. Don't get me wrong. I wanted to go a little bit higher at FanDuel, but they weren't giving us the right price for 8+. So I'm a price guy. I'll just stay here at minus 105. I'm now 3-0, and that's what's important here. Matt, you're up. I don't see how you could possibly follow that up, but go ahead and try.
I'm not surprised. Another minus sign, John, out of you. That's
know.
just it's becoming a habit. I'm going to go with a little parlay here. Seahawks, 49ers, all right? Seahawks uniform bet again. So 2 uniform bets this weekend, but they also play the Browns. Their starters, PJ Walker. Not
the
very
great PJ Walker.
Yeah, well, you see, I don't know if he's from Philly, but he played at Temple, so kind of like a Philly guy. But
And they lose.
I looked at his stats. I looked at his. Oh yeah, see, they lose a lot. 3 interceptions this year, no touchdowns yet. That's not great. Like I feel like he's played a little bit better than that. But Seattle here at home, I think they could take care of business. Like without Deshaun Watson, even though he might be worse than PJ Walker actually. I'll go Seahawks here. Off the bye, Pete Carroll, give me them. And then 49ers taking on the Bengals. This line has moved a lot. Brock Purdy might not play because of a concussion, I think. He's in concussion protocol. I think you could stick us in that system, guys, and we could still win. So they do have Sam Darnold playing, I believe, which will be – Sam Darnold's good for like one good game a year.
Yeah.
And this is probably it. You know, he probably – it would be fun if Sam Darnold had a huge game, so then we get to start like the Brock Purdy's a system quarterback kind of – debate. That would just be like good for clicks, you know.
Everybody.
But yeah, Sam Darnold, big game. I've been on the Bengals wave the last couple of weeks, and they're back to 500. But San Francisco just lost 2 in a row. I don't see them losing 3 games in a row, especially at home. So this will be a good game. I don't know if they'll cover. That's why I'm going with the money line. And this is not a minus sign, guys. It's plus 133 on FanDuel. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad. A few things. Did you see I can't remember who said it. One of the Seahawks, though, about Deshaun Watson after they told him that he had to come out of the game last game. Maybe it wasn't a Seahawks, but he said he finally took no for an answer. I thought that was hilarious.
That's really funny. Oh my God. That's a really seize that opportunity. That's a really good joke.
So shout out to whoever said that. That was very funny. I didn't even know what he was talking about first. I'm a little slow, and I'm like, oh, shit.
It took me a second.
It's like,
oh.
No way.
Wow. Like, okay.
That's really funny.
And then Brock Purdy not playing might actually be better for the 49ers. I was watching him Monday night. I think it was Monday night. Stadium swim, circa, no big deal. And he lost. Like I took them in the second half that night because I was like, "There's no way they're gonna lose this game." Like Jordan Addison stole the ball from someone and scored. The kicker missed the field goal. It's like there's all this weird shit's happening. That like there's no chance that the Vikings are gonna win this game now. And I thought I was gonna have it, and he had 2 chances, and he threw picks on both. So he might actually be concussed because the second one was just a ridiculous pick. I mean, it was terrible.
The Jordan Addison touchdown was insane.
That was wild. It's like that was an interception.
Yeah, and like even if he caught it and they just tackled him, the half would have been over. You know, like that was the worst possible thing that could happen because they had no timeouts. But I took the 49ers too, so I lost.
I had him in the second half.
We lost together.
All right. Lucy.
Yeah. So
I'm to bring us home.
To be fair, I was gonna do plus money as Titans money line, but this is minus, but still, Chiefs -7. This is -115 at BetMGM. Which also, if you do not use BetMGM and you would like to, hit me up because I have an offer for you, and I will send it to you if you are looking for one. Anyone out there? Against the Broncos, I think that they are going to demolish them, and so I think Chiefs -7 is a really good play here for this weekend.
Yeah, I can't bet on the Broncos ever.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, this is good. This.
Whenever you bet on the Broncos, you just start watching the game and just get really like depressed.
Yeah,
it's so funny you say that because this morning I was looking for quarterbacks to take their over and passing yards. You know, so you want to go for the lowest numbers first or the teams that are big time underdogs. So I get to this game and I'm looking. I was like, ooh, Russ. And then I just went to like future me sitting on the couch. And but to start watching this game, I got a Russ ticket in my hand. I was like, I can't do it. Like I cannot do that to myself. Like future
Broncos
me,
country.
I would be so mad.
Yeah, it's Broncos country. Let's hide. That's what it's going to be this weekend against the Chiefs. -7.
They are,
Oh,
they're so bad.
Yeah,
all right, so Nigel just put the parlay in the chat. I cannot read it. Lucy, can you help me out?
Yeah, Nigel had a little bit of a critique here as well, some analysis of this parlay as he put it in here. $10 on a 9-leg parlay will get you $10.6 thousand. $10,600, which is not too shabby. However, Nigel said kind of weak, people. Nigel, what's your parlay? How much is your parlay worth? That's what I would ask.
Yeah, that's what
I would ask.
Parlay.
Yeah.
Also, too, technically it's a 10-leg parlay because Matt has 2 legs in one of his, so there is that.
Yeah.
And also, are we doing the 10.6K thing, or are we just saying 10,600? You know what I mean?
Sometimes I go with 10.6 thousand, and people are like, "What?" And I'm like, "Well, reading numbers I'd put on the list of things that I struggle with. Reading numbers out loud. It's a very odd thing. Yeah. I can't read numbers out loud.
I hate it too. I would have just rounded it up to 11,000, so that was better than I would have done.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10.6. So some guy yesterday told me that he turned $10 into 1.4. And I was like, wow, like that's crazy.
That's sick.
Like, what did you bet? And then he showed me. I'm like, oh, that's $1,400.
Yes,
bro. Like,
saves
that's
time.
Cool. Like, it is cool. I'm not knocking down. I'm not shaming. I'm more saying like that's not what like 1.4 means to me. So,
but think about all the time you save when you read numbers by just saying 10.6 instead of saying 10,600. You shave off like a couple seconds for your life
every time, though. So that
adds up. That's what I mean. Like it adds up to like a couple seconds of your life you get back by reading numbers shorter.
Yeah, no, there's. Hey, who won the Thunderdome last week? I had no connection in Arizona, so
I don't remember myself. I was actually in Vegas. I don't know if you heard. But I was there just hanging out, and I
check out Stadium Swim.
Yeah, yep. It's funny you asked. I was there for the Monday night game, no big deal. But I don't remember. Okay. I think Nigel was busy. I think he had something going on. Yeah. So there was no graphic. There was
no winner. That's fair.
I don't know. I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, it was just for fun.
Yeah.
Do you remember, Lucy?
I don't. All I know, my BC pick did hit, but after that, it feels like I just like blacked out. Okay. I don't remember.
Yeah, I actually did black out, so I have that for excuse as well. Fair enough. All right, guys, we've taken up enough of the people's time. Thank you for coming. There will be results this week, though, Matt, because I clearly am not in Vegas right now. So there will be results, and they will get posted, especially if I win. I'll see you guys next week.